The 5 red lights and the night race at Singapore. It's go! And it's a good start from both Toro Rossos and Ash Best as well, incidentally. And I think Ash Best might get a run on Lickle turn 1. But it's VSR Lewis who maintains the lead, and I think the top 4 is as you were, top 5 in fact. Anything going on behind? Yeah, it looks like a Ferrari of Jack Lacey. Mercedes of Jack Lacey and Abingdon goes up. Oh, and I just saw Mercedes hit the wall behind. I think that might have been Ash Best. But the lead is maintained, and Ash Best looking for a move on Lickle. Oh, and they touch. He may have got a warning for that. But Ash Best desperately trying to get past Lickle immediately because he knows his championship rival is getting away. Look at the battle between the Renault of Cliffy and Abingdon behind. Oh, and Abingdon, and they just about have enough space to get through, but Cliffy is already up to 8th position. It's a great job from the Renault driver, and he squeezes the Ferrari off again. That is feisty stuff from the Renault driver as we get this spectacular shot. Over the bridge they go on lap 1, and it's a long way to go, and it's going to be fast and furious from start to finish. And Ugi Zim has called it a day. The gearbox is shut down. It's all over to Lewis. He's pitted. He's pitted lap 7 then. It's an fairly early miss coming out. There's his teammate. Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be very close. Oh, that was very close indeed. And Mitch Emery has gone for the Ultra Softs. Well, these are some alternative strategies. Does that indicate late rain in the race perhaps? We shall see. But look, they're both behind Powdy. Powdy goes to the inside, but I don't think he's going to have much to play with. Will Powdy go late on the brakes to defend this place? He will not. Round the outside. Oh, he's forced Mitch Emery off actually, although I think Mitch Emery took a bit too much speed. But now this is an interesting situation. The 2 Toro Rosso teammates have gone for different strategies. And look at this. Big C, they've gone 3 wide. Mitch Emery, he's outbroken himself. He's outbroken himself. He'll have to give the place back to his teammate, or will he? The 2 teammates of Big C got absolutely swamped by the Toro Rossos behind, so they are making their way back through the field. And Ash Best has come out behind Lickle, so the overcut did not work for him. He was kind of hoping the traffic would have held them up a bit. But these 2 Toro Rosso teammates, there's no team orders going on here. Now they're behind a slow-moving Ferrari. Oh, this is critical moments. Oh, what is Lewis doing? He went for an optimistic move, and Mitch Emery takes the effective net lead of the race at the moment. That was a mistake from Lewis, and it's cost him the lead. And now Mitch Emery going for an optimistic move, and he's trying to go around the outside. Oh, oh my goodness, how close was that? Oh, that's an absolutely balmy move. And he's forced Lordy Boy has gone deep into the corner, and both Toro Rossos has gone through. This race has suddenly exploded into life. We had little overtaking, but now the different tyre strategies are in effect. Oh, this is terrible camera view. I'm going to switch the HUD off. So alongside, and I'm going to keep the view on this actually, so I can see where Lewis is going. Greeny's going to go late, and look at that. Lewis gets the switch. Oh, and a chipper wing off. Greeny's lost a bit of his wing, and Lickle down the inside of Mitch Emery. I'm finding it hard to keep on this. Oh, and Mitch. Oh, they didn't give each other enough space. And Ash Best is trying to go between the 2 of them. Oh, this is astonishing. These different strategies are just making this come alive. But Lewis has got ahead of Greeny. Now he's scamming up the road. Mitch Emery's getting very frustrated. And now it may be a double switchback. And well, there's so many cars, I can't even see what's going on. They're basically 3 wide. Lickle is ahead of Mitch Emery for the time being. Oh, there's going to be an almighty crash if this carries on. And Lickle is now up to net second. Mitch Emery and Ash Best is somehow behind Lordy Boy again. There's so many overtakes going on. Unbelievable stuff. Somehow they're keeping off the barriers. Ash Best goes down the inside of Lordy Boy and moves up to 8th position. Blizzard pits then from 2nd place. And well, if he ends up in squabbling with this lot, this is going to go all the way to the end. But there's so many different strategies. He's getting a brilliant run into the DRS zone. Side by side they go. Abingdon will try and go around inside with the superior grip, and I think he's going to get it done. I don't think Greeny's going to be able to defend it this time. AMS has also passed Big C, and I think another Williams has got past Big C as well. I mean, even the timing screens are struggling to keep up. Yellow's in sector 2. And it looks like Greeny, oh, Greeny's hit the wall, he's lost his wing, couldn't defend anymore. but what a crazy midfield battle that was. And Jack Lacey, incidentally, he's spun and he's down in 17th. He was battling with AMS in the top half of the top 10, and Jack Lacey has retired from the race. So that's our second notable retirement from this race. Trying to close the gap to Lewis, but Lewis is going to go late on the brakes. But look at that, QPR Beast is fighting furiously to try and stop the Toro Rosso. Who's going to get down on the traction better? And look out, Lickle is right there. Lickle is right there. And the QPR Beast will have the inside for the next corner, and Lewis brilliantly takes the place around the outside. The QPR Beast has got a great exit as a result, and he's going to try and come back. There's Lickle just behind. And QPR Beast has been forced off slightly. Clumsy move by Lickle, but it's effective. Now he's got a really good run as they run up to turn 14. Goes to the outside, and he goes back to the inside. Is he going to get the car slowed down? And he does just about. And he went to. Oh, they've touched. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, Mitch Emery went deep and he tried to come back. It was a near impossible move, and unfortunately he collected QPR Beast. It was a racing incident, but Mitch Emery is not going to repeat his heroics of last week. And QPR Beast has called it a day. He'll be absolutely furious. It's already a lot of spray already on those cars, so I think it's falling quickly. Cliffy pits, as does Lewis. Lickle pits as well. Is anyone going to stay out? No, they're all pitting. Ash Best is just going to have to follow in, but the rain is falling quickly. It's not like China. This is a deluge, a monsoon-like condition straight away. Might even get full wet conditions. Yeah, it was a big mistake by Mitch Emery, and now he's trying to go around the outside of Abidin again. Can he get the car slow down and get the switch back? Yes, he does superbly. He's going to give him a run on the Ferrari driver as they fly into the next section of corners. Oh my goodness, he gets it slowed down. That's a really well executed overtake for Mitch Emery. Wacko is out of the race. Well, they stayed on the track for a while, and he has binned it, and he has pulled over in sector 2. So we now only have 13 running of the 19 who started. He doesn't have the out-and-out pace at the moment as the rain continues to fall. Oh, and something's happened to Mitch Emery. Mitch Emery has lost it, and that is his race over. Well, 0-0 stuff. A perfect performance in Japan last week, but Mitch Emery's race, which looks so promising, has come to a shuddering end here at Singapore. Into what would be DRS, but there's no DRS, and they're going to go side by side. And Ashley Blizzard gets a really good run. He's going to have the inside for the next corner. So he's actually just going to try and force Blizzard to go deep. And actually, this time I think Ash Best is going to have it all, and he gets a snap oversteer, and that could be costly. Ash Best comes back at Blizzard. What about the switchback for Blizzard? Can he get back in front, the reigning champion? And here he is then, Cliffy, through turns 20, through turn 21. And the Renault crew rise up onto the pit wall, and Cliffy will win the Singapore Grand Prix. Unbelievable. Fantastic. VSR Lewis crosses the line in second. Lickle in third, but where will Ash Best finish? Well, the 5 seconds are usually added on after the race, so we will see if Ash Best gets that podium. But Ash Best, decent recovery in the end to get fourth. Blizzard will come home for decent points in fifth, but maybe Abidin might get an extra place because Blizzard had a few penalties. Let's see. Blizzard crosses the line. Abidin will pick up a brilliant fifth place. What about AMS? Will he get any extra positions? Only 7th position, but good points. What on earth is going on here? CC Brain and Lordy Boy having some fun in the rain.
I'm just waiting for the night to come around. I forget what it's like when I'm anticipating coming down. We can catch the trains and buses, cut our losses, let's get out of this town. Oh, and I never.
Let's go back to Cliffy as he celebrates his victory. Absolutely brilliant from Cliffy. He got the strategy spot on, as he did in China, but this time the weather gods were with him, and thanks to the furious battling between Lewis and Little behind him, he was able to get away, get a comfortable gap and take the victory here at the Marina Bay circuit. And what a thoroughly deserved victory it has been for Cliffy, who is back to winning race. He started in PSGL F1 in the Renault back in season 18, and he is once again a race winner.